What is up, guys? My name is DespicableSwine, and you read the title correctly. We're going to be ranking every single Sekiro boss from easiest to hardest. Keep in mind that this is my own personal opinion, so if you disagree, feel free to let me know in the comments below, but don't bash my opinion. Anyways, let's begin. At the number 14 spot is the easiest boss in Sekiro, the Folding Screen Monkeys. When I first saw that this was a boss, I was quite intimidated, not gonna lie. I was probably running around for about 20 minutes trying to figure out what to do, but once I figured it out, the rest was history. I mean, the only way for you to really die is if you're trying to die, because the monkeys that attack you are just regular monkeys that you fight throughout the game. And other than that, there's not much to say about this encounter. And number 13 is the Divine Dragon. Where do I start with this? Oh, yeah, let's talk about the first phase, if we want to call it that. I sat AFK in front of them trying to die to see what would happen, and they just sat there looking at me like I was a pregnancy test. Not even sure if that joke made sense, but we're going to roll with it. When you get to the second phase, it's a pretty one-dimensional fight. If he slashes his sword horizontally, jump. If he slashes vertically, run. Not to knock this fight or anything, because it's definitely one of the coolest fights in the game, but not so threatening. Number 12 is Jin Ichiro Ashina. On my first playthrough, I'd probably have this in the top 5, but after going through the game a few times, it's really nothing but a speed bump on your way to the end game. But it really doesn't matter when you decide to take on Jin Ichiro, as long as your fingers work properly, then you really shouldn't be any trouble. Don't get me wrong though, this fight is easy, but damn is it fun. At number 11, I have Gyobu Mazataka Oniwa. Something about that name makes me think of an Asian porn star. I don't know why. But how's the fight? I think he's more of a learning experience for what's to come, because on my first playthrough, I died a few times, but any other time in any other playthrough, he hasn't been able to take me down. Just saddle up and learn his timings. Get it? Because he's on a horse. Moving on. At the number 10 spot, we have Lady Butterfly. For an illusion master, I can't really say that I'm impressed. When she makes the illusions in the second phase, all you have to do is snap your fingers, and the fight is pretty much the same as the first. Added with, like, magic, whatever that shit is that she shoots out, I'm not really sure. But when I first saw this fight in the trailer, I was really excited for it, but pretty let down, as it wasn't much of a challenge, nor was it that entertaining. Like, I don't really have much to say about this fight. A lot of people enjoyed it, and I can't really say I'm one of those that was too fond of it. At number 9, I have the Corrupted Monk. Hot damn is this fight in such a beautiful setting for such a beautiful beatdown I gave this thing. I didn't even know, but you can get a death blow on the first and second phase by jumping down from the branch at the right time, and that just makes this fight even easier. Also in the third phase, one firecracker gets you 4 free hits. Seriously, what was FromSoft thinking when they added that into the game? They're supposed to be for beast-type enemies, but you can use these on a humanoid, to a demon, to a fish, to a toad. You get the idea. You can basically just firecracker spam it to death, but I will say the fight itself without firecrackers is pretty challenging. At the number 8 spot, I have the Headless Ape. This fight is nothing more than a patience test in gameplay and with your nerves, because this fight is boring. You're probably going to be spending most of your time looking for attack windows for what feels like hours, like waiting for Dad to come home when that won't ever happen. Other than that, there's not much I have to say about this fight, other than kill the bride monkey first and don't suck, I guess. Coming in at the number 7 spot, I have the Illusion Monk. Damn is this fight a shitload of fun. I offer you guys a challenge. Come to this fight as early as possible with not many upgrades and just have a deflect battle. It's really good practice if you're struggling in the game. But aside from that, the fight itself is, I'd say, middle of the pack difficulty, which is why it comes in at number 7 spot. If you come later in the game or you've gotten good, then this fight won't really be that intimidating for you. Other than that, I have nothing really else to say about this fight, but it is a great one. At number 6, I have Great Shinobi Owl. Clink, clank, clink. That's all you hear when I'm fighting Owl. 2 slashes and a deflect on repeat for about 3 hours and he's dead. On a serious note, this fight really boils down to you learning the timings of his attacks and getting perfect deflects at all times. Could be higher on the list, but I feel that learning his timings aren't really that hard, and the other bosses above are still more challenging even after learning the timings. So the number 6 spot ends up being a pretty good spot for me. Next up we have Isshin / Emma. By far the creepiest moment in this game is when Emma walks towards you. I just can't get over how weird it is. It's like when you're in elementary school and you couldn't run in the hallway so you fast walks. That's not a good look, Emma. Like a lot of bosses in this game, once you learn the timings, it really just boils down to the execution, especially for the Emma phase. The only threat in this fight, even after learning it, is Isshin in the second phase. I'm still unsure on how to properly dodge the attack where he makes fire come off the ground and rushes you, but since he rarely does it for me, it didn't really matter. Can anyone explain how there's randomly fire in the arena? Like, did Isshin just grab gasoline and a lighter while I wasn't looking or something? No, let's just move on. At the number 4 spot, I have the Guardian Ape. I don't know if I'm missing a gimmick or something, but what the fuck is that first phase? I dodge, I get hit, I deflect, I get hit, I jump, I get hit, I do nothing, I get hit, I just can't stop getting hit. This thing shat on me at least a dozen times. Boy, he literally shits on you during the fight. I just don't want to talk about it anymore. At number 3, we have Owl Father. This fight is pretty similar to the other Owl fight, except literally throw everything you know about Owl and Deadbeat Dads out the fucking window. Nah, I'm just playing. This fight is actually quite a bit of fun, and I recommend doing the purification ending for it. It's basically the same strategy as the previous Owl, except you're going to be running a marathon all fight long, as after pretty much every attack he jumps away. If you had problems with the other Owl fight, this fight might be a pain in the ass for you, and it might not be a good idea to take the fight. If you made Owl your bitch like me, then this fight is definitely beatable. At number 2, I have Isshin the Sword Saint. Yep, Isshin is not my hardest boss. We'll touch on that a little later. But man, is this fight amazing, and damn is it difficult, dude. No matter how much you learn this fight, the second phase will always be challenging. The first phase of the fight, just like Emma, is just a roadblock to Isshin, but it doesn't even annoy me having to fight Jin Ichiro again. Just because it shows you how much stronger you are than Jin Ichiro, as a lot of us like to restart the fight even if we get hit by him. But damn, those second phase mix-ups from Isshin are crazy with the timings and whatnot. And being triumphant feels like you just conquered your biggest challenge in all of gaming. Okay, maybe not that much, especially since we still have one boss left on our list. Yes, the hardest boss in Sekiro is the Demon of Hatred. Oh, where do I start with this thing? It's like if Guardian Ape and Lawrence had a love challenge on 2 pounds of fucking crack, man. This thing is a nightmare to fight, and even I haven't even beaten it yet. Unless you run all the way to fucking Africa, you'll be hit by a slam attack, I swear to God, dude. A lot of your feelings in this fight might be different because I've only attempted it a few times, but damn it, I don't care, this thing sucks, and end of story. Anyways, that about wraps it up for my boss difficulty ranking for Sekiro. If you enjoyed, please like and, subscribe and all that good shit. Thanks for watching.